It's Sunday night and you're about to watch Tarot Nice to Meet You, the show featuring live tarot reading for comedians by, other comedians. Here are your hosts, Carly Smallman and Sarah Isles.
Tarot! Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. We hope you're having a wonderful day. Lots of love-filled fun going on. Welcome. This is Tarot Nice to Meet You, the online live stream where comedians, me and her, I can never get them right way around, me and my lovely friend Sarah read tarot for our friends who are other very, very, very funny people. Oh, wow, we've already got a viewer. Hi, Kev, watching from Sweden again, one of our regulars. Welcome back to the show. It's going to be a really fun night. We're going to do something a bit different this evening to celebrate the love. How are you doing, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. It's been a trying week. It's been a trying week for both of us. So for once, Carly and I have actually. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Makes us feel so special because we're about to tell a story about how unspecial we are.
My card, our married producer, who is our friend. That was my card this year. So thank you, Jim.
True. Same. Well, there's no post today, so we could have actually get loads of cards tomorrow. Is what I'm thinking.
We'll be like, it'll be like, in Harry Potter, where all the posts are flying in. That'll be like us with all the.
We'll be knee deep in cards.
Nothing more sinister.
Nothing like cards, obviously.
We'd love to hear from you guys before we start waffling away. Please type in the comments because we want to know who you are, where you are, how you're spending Valentine's Day, whether it's in a couple or as a single fabulous person. Let us know who you are, where you are. And also later in the show, we'll be drawing cards for you. So if you would like us to draw a card for you, whether it's to do with a love reading or something more general, or you have a specific question or just want a random card, type it in the comments. We'll do it later in the show. Sarah, back to you. How's your week been, hun?
So the week that we've both kind of had a little bit of fun drama. So I'll start. A friend of mine, good friend of mine, follows Pizza Express on Instagram because she's obviously a total ledge. And she saw on there they were doing this promotion for singles people. So what that you do is you get basically a free pizza. If you sign up to Pizza Express that you're single and you want to have your profile put out there, and then they try and match you with someone on Insta through Pizza Express, and then you get a free pizza and you have a virtual date. So that's something that she told me. She was like, babe, free pizza, you should do it. I was like, sweet. Signed up, and then obviously was thinking, I feel like I should get the smalls on board for this kind of sitch. So I text Carls and I was like, mate, we should totally do this free pizza. So then they messaged me. I replied, answered all the questions. I think Carly did the same. And then I never heard from them.
I was resisting it at first. I was like, this sounds like shit.
Yes.
I am really bored.
And free pizza, I believe, is what I kept on saying.
She did text me the words free pizza a hell of a fucking lot.
Free pizza.
We both applied to be the face of Pizza Express this Valentine's Day.
Yes, we did. And so I submitted what I thought were some very interesting and witty responses, a nice picture of myself. And I never heard from them ever again.
Oh my God. Someone watching in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Wow. USA, America.
USA. Well done. And we like you a lot more now.
Yes, they probably have no idea who Pizza Express are. So it's just a chain of restaurants.
Yeah, it's a restaurant, a pizza restaurant, kind of like it's basic. It's for basic bitches.
It's the basic bitches of the restaurant pizza world. So yeah, so I never heard anything again. But then someone, Smalls, did you want to take on what happened next?
I don't even know how to phrase it. So I got a message from Pizza Express saying, look, we want to set you up with someone on a date and you're going to get a free Pizza Express pizza. Hi, Jose. It's your boy. Hey, Jose. So they said, we're going to give you a free Pizza Express pizza. So I then was utterly mortified. Hello, Sarah. I was mortified as my face went up to the 100,000 followers of the Pizza Express Instagram with like a desperate plea. Like I am just like begging for dick and Fanny and all of it. Like a desperate plea. Like I'm up there. And it was, well, I just wanted to die inside. But anyway, that's fine. I was accepting it. The whole time I was thinking, I'm going to get a free Pizza Express pizza. Free pizza. All fine. Jan, welcome back with us. So a few days later, they said, we've got a match for you. Now, it wasn't like a random member of the public. It was one of the male faces of Pizza Express.
Who was hot.
Who was really, really hot. So they sent me his Instagram link, and he looked like a psycho in jail. Like he just was topless,
a hot psycho in jail.
Muscles, but like also like a cold, dead look in his eyes, like a horrifying, like a heartless psychopath. But that was fine because I haven't been on a date for a while, and he was really hot. I was like, that's fine. I can handle you being.
And it's virtual.
And it's virtual. Like, I'm not going to be murdered in my own home, am I? So that was all fine. Then he took one look at my Instagram and rejected me and said, I don't really want to go on a date with her now that I've seen her face and pictures, which was very... Like, I was really upset about it. I was like, what's the one look at me? And you were like, no, I don't even want to go on a date.
It couldn't have been that though. I'm stand by it because you're beautiful. And on Insta,
they contacted me. It was like, well, you're going to go on a date with him. And then literally 2 minutes later, once they'd sent over at Insta, they were like, oh no, he's not available for the date with you. So I felt like shit. But then they couldn't find me anyone that wanted to go on a fucking date with me on the whole of Pizza Express Instagram, which I understand is mainly mums and basic bitches.
Yeah, we didn't follow Pizza Express, in all fairness. That's all my fault because my friend recommended it and then I recommended you. I still don't follow them. So if you think about it, if we're legends and we don't follow it,
I never fucking will follow them either, Sarah, and that's for sure. And even worse, yes, I would have loved Domino's. No,
Domino's.
This is where it gets bad now, Sarah and Kev. Yeah, thank you. I'm so glad you're being incensed, everybody. I'm expecting. So then they said, look, we're really sorry because we fucked up. We are going to send you free pizza. So I was like, okay, I can cope with that. Like, I'll eat my feelings and we'll be fine with that.
Finally, someone gets a free pizza, which is the only reason we did it in the first place.
But I didn't get a free pizza. They sent me the ingredients to go through a massive fucking faff of making my own pizza. So they sent me like some dough, like a tin of chopped tomatoes. Like, it was just bullshit. It was so shit. And I felt so stressed out by it that I palmed off half of the ingredients onto Sarah so that she would make her own. She could basically join me in the pain.
In the misery, in the pure trauma and misery of making this fucking... Because basically, you have to proof the dough. They don't even prep the dough. They give you this ball of dough. And then on the day when it was, -6 degrees outside, you had to proof it in a warm place in your flat. There's nowhere warm in our flats. It's -6, you fucktards. So basically,
2 hours, our dough still wasn't proofed.
And we were so hangry.
Middle class rant, nothing about tarot. We were fucking like tasting. I'm so hungry. I'm so fucking hungry. Pizza Express. Yeah. And then once we made the pizzas, they just tasted like someone was being trained to make Pizza Express pizzas. It was shit.
Pizza. Yeah, it's like the intern's first day. Yeah. And they couldn't, because then what they do is they make you watch a demo video because you have to like throw the dough in the air and do all this. And the guy's like, oh, it's really easy. You just do this. And then he throws the pizza halfway up in the air and I was like, I can't. I mean, I live in a studio. I don't want dough everywhere. It's unacceptable. Yeah, so that was our week, wasn't it?
That was my week of love. So, yeah, I didn't get a date. No one wants to date me. But that's fine because on Valentine's Day, I'm here with you, motherfuckers.
And the thing that I love the most is that you at least made it onto the website. They took one look at my picture and were like, no, and didn't even have the courtesy to tell me they didn't want me. They went, we'll get back to you. And then Pizza Express ghosted me.
That's so sad.
Jose, that was me. Make us do the free pizza. Okay, Jose, if you would like to make me a free pizza, I accept. Thank you.
I'll take that too, Jose. I know you.
I'll send you £15. Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, yeah, that's so sweet of you. My PayPal link is on my website, www.com. I'm not joking. So, right. Sarah, we've
No.
waited on longer than usual because we were
Yes,
ranting.
sorry about that, guys, but we have to tell it.
I'd like to draw you a card very quickly as a love reading. It is Valentine's Day, so today we are going to be doing love readings for each other and our guests. So Sarah, I'm going to shuffle the cards, and the card that we draw is going to be advice for your love life. So let's give it a whirl.
Pretty quick.
I'm scared what's going to come up for mine.
Yeah.
Say when.
Okay, go.
Okay. Sarah, you need to be looking for marriage. Four of Wands is about stability. It's about community, home life, and can also mean a marriage. So I'm thinking the advice is you should be looking to settle down, babe. But then I say that, but I don't want you to because you're having so much fun. I love your stories. I want to tear this card up. I don't want you to settle down. Otherwise, what will we talk about? Bullshit. Anyway.
That's the thing is, I love it because most of my friends do say, I don't want you to settle down because I don't want the stories to stop. And I'm like, well, that's very selfish.
You better have a weird open relationship with your future husband or I'm not happy.
Okay, right. Should we do you now then?
Yeah.
Let's do you. Let's see what you get. Unless we get the Four of Wands my end and basically we're meant to marry each other.
Oh, that would be nice. Okay, I'll say when. When?
All right. Oh. Page of Cups, baby.
Oh,
So I would say, so this, because I always like the Page of Cups to be like the messenger and a message about love, but something unexpected. So I would say that you actually have to start thinking outside the box and actually consider dating someone outside of what you would normally date. So as it's a page, maybe someone a little bit younger, someone who's very much in touch with their feelings, because cups obviously represent love, and also someone maybe a little bit unexpected. So someone that you maybe necessarily wouldn't think that you'd be a good match for, but actually I think you would be. So someone's got that young, vibrant energy and is available, emotionally available.
I don't like emotionally available people. I don't.
No, I know, but that's what you're telling you to do, because you should be emotionally available.
Amazing. Well, I'm so pleased. I will keep an eye out for him. So we are going to cut to the chase because we are overrunning slightly already, but fuck it, we're all here hanging out. And we're going to introduce our He is absolutely brilliant. He's a top comedian, really funny. I've worked with him many times. He's all over the place, all over the internet. So you need to check him out. His name is Aaron Twitchen. Aaron Tarot, welcome to the show.
Hi, lovely to meet you. I hope when Sarah is saying you need to date someone outside of the box, different to what you normally would, someone you get on with, young, vibrant energy. I was thinking, oh my God, it's me. Date a gay man. Maybe that's what's missing in your life.
Yeah, that is what's missing in your life.
I know. I have dated a few gay men, not gay whilst they were inside me, but very gay afterwards.
I think they might have been gay when they're inside you. I think that's something that doesn't just come on, does it?
Creeps up on you.
Well,
yeah.
They were born that way, but just hated to be born that way.
That's quite funny because a lot of the guys I've dated have then gone on to be straight. So maybe we should be swapping. At the end, we should be like swapping.
Wow, that's the advice.
I like that. Very impressed. So
Jose's saying hello to you.
Hi, Jose.
Hi, Jose. You're welcome. So, Aaron, this is the Valentine show. So let's kick things off by asking where you are at in terms of love, romance, dating. Let's put some context around what we're going to be doing tonight, my love.
Yeah. Well, I think the most revealing thing as a gay man towards my love life is I'm now a regular blood donor, which you can't actually do as a gay man unless you haven't had sex for 3 months. So thank you. Thank you. By finding me repulsive, you're helping me save lives. So
oh, my 2-year-old niece is watching. Hi, Lula.
Hi, Lula. How you doing?
Oh.
Yeah,
she's too young to understand. It's fine.
You don't understand. So fabulous. So you have not been you've not been getting it on lately, but then it's lockdown. Like who is?
Saving lives like that. I've been staying indoors, turning down all those orgy requests because
that
COVID
takes
safe.
a lot of admin. A lot of admin.
Yes. Because didn't they say that you're allowed to have sex, but you have to keep a mask on? Wasn't that a thing for a bit?
I didn't know that. You're allowed to have sex.
Yeah, last year they said if you're going to have sex with someone, you both need to wear a mask, and I was just like, I don't understand.
What on the pink?
Oh,
No,
no.
you should be wearing a mask down there anyway, because let's be real, like, you know, safe sex. Oh, Sarah, you think I give blood for any reason other than to get biscuits? They still do Club Orange at the Blood Donation Centre. I haven't seen a Club Orange since 1996. Blood Donation Centre, they're all over it.
All the rage.
The NHS are keeping Club afloat.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Please
It's really
donate.
good,
Only
I
Club Orange. Only Club Orange.
Save biscuits. So you are single. Are you looking for romance at the moment, or are you taking this time in lockdown just to not bother with all that shit?
Yeah, I'm kind of quite out of it. So I did date last summer and it was really nice, and he was a really nice guy, which led me to think, I think it might be me. Do you ever have that? Like where you're like, oh, it might be me. Like I really love Celine Dion. And I listen to a lot of Celine Dion, especially this time of year. But sometimes I feel like Celine is singing at me. Not singing the words of my heart, but singing at me. Like you are the problem.
Oh,
Honey,
honey,
you feel like she's actually subliminally telling you in songs that you are the problem. Your heart will go on, but you're still the
do
problem.
that. She's a queen. Don't say
Yeah.
that about Celine. My favourite song of hers is that "It's all coming back, it's all coming back."
Oh, and the video is so dramatic. Do you know that song was written by the same? Sorry, this is a really sad fact.
No,
I love a pop track.
That song was written by Jim Steinberg, who writes all of Meatloaf's songs.
I thought Meatloaf did it first. I thought it was a cover.
Meatloaf covered it. Celine Dion did it first.
Oh, very good, Sarah. That's why when you see a guy, you got to think twice. It's actually my mum's favourite Celine Dion song.
For context, Sarah loves Meatloaf, by the way. The viewers
Really
may
does.
not know about Sarah, but
Oh.
she loves Meatloaf.
Oh, who doesn't love meatloaf? It's filling, it's the nutritious, and it goes great with peas.
Hey!
Hate peas.
Hack joke of the day goes to
Aaron, you should be a dad because your dad jokes are on point. So, let's kick this Tara Nice to Meet You off by asking my favourite part of the show, because I'm a little bitch. We're going to do our little segment called Brief Encounters, where, for those of you who haven't seen before, Aaron is going to kick us off with something maybe a bit spooky or witchy or unexplained. You know how everyone has like their story of like something mad and crazy that's happened, like there was a ghost or there was a psychic. Aaron, we're going to hand this over to you, my darling, because I love hearing these so much.
Yes, these are my favourite. Yeah, go.
So my mother absolutely, alongside Celine Dion, she also absolutely loves like ghosts and like supernatural stuff. So for her birthday one year, I booked us a ghost hunting experience. You know, like when you go to a creepy house place. But I booked it on Groupon because comedians don't make as much as you think. So we went to a spooky all-night ghosting thing in Wolverhampton. And my message is, don't fear the dead, fear the living. Because basically, as we were going in Wolverhampton to this all-night haunted house experience with other crazy people we didn't know, my mum was suddenly like, I bet they don't vet these people walking in with backpacks full of things that no one's checking. And if we were screaming at a haunted house thing, who would think anything different? So we went along and it was really, really crowded. And there was like, you do like all sorts of, I don't know if you've ever been to one of them. Have you?
Sadly not. I want to
I
now.
want to go now, but I would be fearful for my safety.
Yeah, they are a right laugh, because it's things like they do, you know, the one where you get like a torch, you get someone to get a torch in a creepy place and they put it under their face and then the spirit will come onto them. And so one woman went up and they did it. Hey, dad joke. Not in the eyes, not in the eyes. So the spirit enters their body, someone ought to. So this woman was doing it and people were going, oh my God, yeah, it's definitely a masculine ghost. Oh, your face is very masculine. Oh, it's almost hairy. Oh, it's disgusting. It's crawling apart. And then there was a genuine, this genuine voice from the back was, oh, sorry, guys, that's just her face. And that was her husband. So that was
dead.
The creepiest thing. But then so we went and did like a seance-y bit, you know, like it's all dark and that. And I'd seen my friend Julie was there. And so we'd sat next to each other, and through it, honest to God, something poked me in the leg. and it felt like a finger. It really felt like a finger. So I sort of said to them, oh, you know, like I felt something. And they were like, oh, like we finally had something. And all night everyone was like, oh, you had the experience, you had the experience. And then I was at a party 3 years later with Julie, and I was telling the story to everyone like I had been for 3 years. And I was like, it just genuinely felt like a finger. It felt like a human finger. And Julie went, it was my finger. It was my finger. I poked you for a laugh. You took it too far. I didn't know how to back out. The reason it felt like a human finger was because it was my finger.
It was a human's finger.
It was a human
yes.
finger. So yeah,
Wow.
that was my.
Sad though, you've been finding out on being poked by a human finger for 3 years.
3 years.
And then
So basically, Wolverhampton is not haunted. Basically.
So yeah, well, maybe it was. There were other creepy things, I guess. But
I love how our viewers go straight to ghost penis. That's why they're our viewers. Is that their ghost penis? Well, it's obviously a ghost penis.
That's a ghost penis for sure.
That's that's exactly what it is we want.
Sarah, we are genuine tarot fans, and now we just have fucking filth, and that's how we make it.
But the sad part of that is I can't even get a ghost finger. Do you know what I mean? Like,
so sorry. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I can't get a date from Pizza Express, hun. So we're all.
Oh,
I can't even get on the website.
And to be fair to you, Carly, that card said you should do something outside of the box, and you kind of did. And
I did actually. I did, Aaron.
Yeah. And
the box went no. Slam the lid. That's what I did. I went outside the box, and the box was like, "Get in here."
You know what? As well, that guy. You know that his profile is like, "Oh, I don't really care how someone looks. Like, I'm really here for personality.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to find someone that's got a decent personality." But he was intimidated by the fact that you're a confident woman with opinions and can make people laugh.
Yeah, I said it was probably the stand-up thing. They take one look and think, "Oh, stand-up comedian," and they disappear. They just can't handle it.
Like, well, she might make jokes about my penis, and it's true. I would.
Yeah, 100%.
They're like, "Oh, you talk about me on stage." Yes, if you treat me like shit, I will 100% talk about you and name you on stage. Yeah, that's exactly.
Not even the ones that treat us like shit. Let's be real. We'll talk about any of them.
All of them.
For something.
If they have an odd sex thing, then I will be like, thank you, Jesus. Like I honestly thank the universe whenever a man suggests like an odd sex thing. I know my parents are watching tonight. Hi, mum. Hi, dad. Freaks out there. I maintain my boundaries and only do the odd sex things that I also enjoy. So there we go. I love our parents just dying inside.
Yeah.
Let's read some tarot for the beautiful.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Amazing. So first of all, my darling, have you ever had your cards read before?
So I've not had my cards read properly, but I was doing a preview of a show a few years ago, and it was when I did because I also do circus as well, I think you know, and I once did a circus comedy show, like so I did aerial silks and comedy at the same time, and I did that.
Remember, you look so fit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't look like that anymore. That was one day. But so I'd just done this hour of like circus and new jokes, and it was very tense, and it was outdoors, so the weather was challenging. And this woman came up to me afterwards and she goes, "I'm a tarot reader. I've just watched your show and I draw a card and it says someone special is coming along soon." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's great. And the show?" And she went, "Someone special's coming soon."
Do you remember what the card was?
Oh, it's what I felt. I was like, "Oh, you slapped me around the face."
Oh, bitch! What a fucking bitch!
Yeah, no, she didn't say what the card was. She just said someone special was coming,
Oh.
and I was like a reviewer from.
Oh my God! Let's really hope that we don't get that tonight.
No,
someone special's coming.
But I tell you what, we're going to do you as per usual. We usually do a 3-card reading, which we're going to do again tonight. Yep. Just so you know, we only read the cards the right way up. When they come out, we turn them up this way. We don't read reversals. The cards can mean different things if they're turned upside down, but we don't read them like that. We think there's enough story right there for you to understand what is going on. So I thought it might be fun tonight to do which I don't often do, like prediction readings, but I thought it's a love show. I thought, hello, welcome to the show. I thought it might be fun to do like a prediction, like a love prediction of what to look out for in order to find your perfect somebody. So let's do it. What I'm going to do, Aaron, is I'm going to shuffle the cards, and when I have basically, when the universe calls to you, I would like you just to say when and let me know when to stop, and I will draw you 3 cards from the top of the deck. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to get shuffling. You just say when.
When?
Fabulous.
That was very quick, wasn't it? But, you know.
Was quick, that's what she said.
Much like in a relationship, I'm like, let's get this done. I've got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then
Karen, can I say you are going to be so happy with your first card? And for anyone out there watching who reads the tarot, you're about to lose your shit right now, considering this is a love reading. You have got the 2 of Cups. Now, this card, if you're looking
cup for me and a cup for them.
Exactly. Cups are all about feelings and emotion, and on the 2 of Cups you can see 2 people reciprocating, drinking from each other's cup. Oi, oi, that's not a euphemism. It's about sharing emotions and feelings. And in the middle you've got the, I never know how to say it, caduceus or caduceus, but the staff that Hermes has with the 2 snakes on it, topped with a lion with wings. And people often associate this symbol with healing energy, and the lion with strength. So in a love reading, when this comes up, it's not only telling you to watch out for a big, important love where you are good. It's kind of, I call this the soulmate card. It's also basing that love around healing and friendship. So a reciprocal thing. It's really lovely. It's fun. Sarah, do you have anything you want to add for this?
No, I mean, to be honest, if you want anything when it comes to a love reading, that's exactly what you want, because it is like the soulmate card, and it is like everything that you've always wanted to manifest and having a partner, and it's right there for the taking. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's wonderful.
So oh no, Karen, sorry, Aaron, to interrupt you.
What I love most about this is he wearing leopard print? Because that is so me. That's so on brand.
And the other one's very on brand. So you never know, you might get
double.
The next Sam Smith with his heels. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
I just love him and Sam Smith 3
times. It could be him. It could be him.
Can you imagine? Oh my God! If it is, then we
could be them. Sorry, it could be them. Sorry, that was very bad.
Oh, yeah, it could be them. It could be them. Many apologies, Sam. We know that you're a big fan of the show and watch every week.
Yeah, we will do now. They will do now. They will do now. Sorry.
I will. So I think this is saying, keep your eyes open for it, because you are going to, at some point in your life, have another soulmate coming into you. It's brilliant. Okay, the next card.
So Celine Dion is wrong. Celine Dion is wrong.
Yeah, stop listening to her. She's troubled.
She's always wrong. She's I never ask Celine for advice anymore, because she just makes me feel shit about myself. The next card.
She never texts back since Vegas.
No, I agreed. Next card, we have got the High Priestess. Now, this is a major arcana card. Often when these come up, these are about like major concepts and life lessons, whereas the ones that have suits, the minor arcana, are more about everyday occurrences. Here she is, the High Priestess, sitting on her throne, being very wise with her book of secrets in her lap. This is the card.
Ooh.
Generally speaking, this is the card of intuition, the sacred feminine, sort of secrets, that secret knowledge, that secret feminine knowledge. You can pull back the curtain behind her. She's sitting in front of a curtain to see the truth. In a love reading, though, when this comes up, it can mean a few things. Number one, it can mean like powerful sexual attraction, which is obviously going to be very important to you. But it can also mean, and I know Sarah knows this, not through experience, but because we've actually had this before in a love reason. Secrecy, can't it, Sarah?
Yeah, it's kind of like a secret love affair kind of thing. Something that's a little bit naughty and something that you shouldn't really be doing. So it could be someone that you work with or someone that you think you shouldn't really be having a sexual attraction to, and you do. But so it's a very much like, as with the High Priestess, it's got like the duality of it, of the 2 different pillars of like darkness and light. This is like opposite. So it's going to be someone who's quite opposite to you, like opposites attract, and it's going to have really immense sexual tension.
Yeah, but it might be there. You just don't know.
Don't trust Celine. Yeah, we agree. Never trust Celine. So yeah, so the High Priestess.
That's really bad.
I think with the High Priestess as well, because that is very much saying to actually tune in and listen to your intuition, because you'll know when this person, the one of like the other person in the 2 of Cups, you will know when they are around, because you will feel that.
Say when you know, don't they? Those smug wankers.
Attraction.
You know. Like I hate those.
Yeah.
I think when you know. according to the cards, you will know. It's my oh!
It would fit in. That would be an opposite, and would be naughty because of Kevin. So yes. I think, or maybe it's Kevin. Who knows?
Kev Meredith, not you, Kevin, but husband Kevin.
No, we don't need to hear about your masturbation on the show just because you sent me money for pizza, Kev. Let's chill it out.
Next card.
Next card. Well, it was interesting that you were saying, Sarah, about the duality of the card, opposites attracting, because you've got a court card, you've got the King of Swords. When he's come up in a love reading, is the universe going, look out for this guy, okay? So it describes character traits in someone you should be looking out for. And I feel like you are quite an opposite of the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is, firstly, he's a man, maybe an older man, and he's got his shit together. He's the king. So he's not racing around like a knight, just doing, he's like the king of his castle. The King of Swords is, he can come across, first of all, as slightly like cold or stern, but it's because he's super clever. He's super clever.
Logical thinker. Yeah.
Absolutely. And his intelligence will potentially be the thing that is a turn on for you initially. He's a logical thinker, he's clever, but he's also fights for what he believes in. So yeah, this is this your normal type? What's your normal type, Aaron?
Do you know what I do? So I'm not gonna lie, I have recently re-downloaded the apps and I have only set them to people older than me.
Oh,
nice. This is clever. This is what we should be doing, Sarah.
No, you need to go for younger guys. It was very clear that yours was younger.
Yeah. And I have started to offend many that I've spoken to by getting political and intelligent a bit too early on. I think people see me and they think, oh, well, this guy's going to be a nice piece of meat. And then I have a personality and they don't really like that.
No, they don't like when you've got a personality as well as being beautiful and intimidating.
No, the King of Swords will, because the King of Swords is really stimulated by mental... because he's very logical and he can unfortunately sometimes come across as a bit cold because they see some things that are very logical thinkers rather than with their emotions. So actually I think the guy for you will really enjoy that.
I agree. He's
find it. Already trusting your intuition there.
There we go. Yeah, see, I'm ahead of the game.
And if you're into this sort of thing, the King of Swords can represent someone with an air star sign astrologically. So that would be, I don't know, is it like is it Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the air signs? So yeah, so look for them. I may have got that wrong. If I have, many apologies. But I think overall this is a really positive reading. It's telling you exactly what to look for. Exactly what to look for. Yeah. Keep that sex absolutely up there with the High Priestess. You need mind-blowing sex, you need friendship, and you need intelligent conversation. So the cards are saying to point you in the direction of those qualities in order to find your Two of Cups soulmates.
I feel like I just drew three aces.
Yeah. Exactly. You fucking nailed it. Sarah, do you want to add anything to that, my darling?
Well, I mean, the thing with the King of Swords as well is because sometimes they sort of like can list kind of occupations that they can have, and usually with the King of Swords is because they're a very logical thinker and they're really interested in like intellectual power and things like that. It could be someone who's like a lawyer or a solicitor. That's something. So someone really high powered, quite high up, but actually uses their intelligence for good. Like it's not like a shitty lawyer. It's like a good
like Elwood style. Elwood.
Yeah, Elwood. You're looking
really crisp suits. Older guy.
Yeah. What's his name? Emmett. You're looking for an Emmett. He's so
Emmett. Yeah.
I love Emmett so much. But yeah, but also I would add to that as well. They often work in politics as well and try to conquer via big ideas. So they are activists often, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. They're activists. They fight for what they believe in, but not through physical force, through their intellectual prowess.
So it's time to respond to the almost daily emails from the Labour Party asking me to actually attend a meeting and get down to that rally.
Well, why not? Why not? He might be there. He might be.
He might be.
Maybe date Sir Keir Starmer. All I'm saying is look out for him because he's on the prowl.
I don't know if he's available to me. Maybe more Owen Jones is more where we're at, isn't it?
Oh, I like Owen Jones. Oh, bless him. But anyway, that was your love reading.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Our pleasure. Let us know if any of
If
that
he pops up,
because I would love to know if he pops up.
I'll invite you to the wedding. I'll invite you to the wedding before I invite him.
Oh, amazing! How exciting! So for our next segment, we are going to be doing our favourite part of the show. Well, my personal, I love this bit, and it's the part of the show that we call "Who's in the Freezer."
Hey! Let me out! It's fucking freezing in here!
Amazing.
Thanks
Every time.
We appreciate it. We love it every time. We still find it funny. So, Sarah, I'm going to hand over to you because you are the best at explaining the freezer for the newbies.
Yep. So the freezer, for anyone that's new or people that are here regularly and just need a refresher, the freezer is a spell that my aunt taught me from a very young age, because she was very heavily into tarot and spells. And so basically, this is to stop someone's power. So if someone is messing with you and they're being a real asshole, and obviously you don't want to do anything naughty or bad because we're all white witches here, let's be honest. We don't want any repercussions. So what you want to do is you want to freeze their power. So you write their name down on a bit of paper, or you write the thing down on a bit of paper, you fold it up and you put it in an ice cube tray, fill with water, and you freeze it. And then you decant it once it's frozen, then you just push it right to the back of your freezer, or have a bowl of hate like I do. And then you just keep them there until they disappear very nicely from your life. And they go on to bigger and better things, and they basically just get the fuck out away from where you are, which is what we really want.
Perfect.
So, because obviously Sarah has limited space in her freezer, we are going to pit Aaron and Sarah against each other. And you, our lovely audience, are going to decide who makes it into Sarah's freezer this week. Aaron, as our guest, would you like to go first or second with your nomination?
I'll go first.
Okay. Fabulous. Who are you nominating this week, my love?
So my nomination, I've been watching a very intelligent program that's all about the breakdown of the USSR, like Soviet Union, but it's done as a metaphor as a reality show called Married at First Sight Australia.
Oh my God, it's my favourite! We love that show!
So I knew you would. So I am somewhat addicted to this show. Yes. I watch it a lot, and I have 2 chat groups in which I talk it through, and we schedule our viewing. Like, we'll start a third. I'm too involved. # be more Cyrell. But who I want to nominate to put in the freezer is all 3 of the so-called experts. Because quite frankly, they are terrible human beings that I am looking into a lawsuit to sue for malpractice, because they get to watch all of the footage, and there are at least 4 couples so far that have been actively cheating on camera.
Yes.
The therapist experts have seen, and then each time the experts have called out the cheated on partner and been like, so why do you think the romance isn't there? Why do you think this isn't working? And it's like, because he's having an affair. Because he's having an affair.
That person on the couch over there.
That person on the couch, who Cyrell, the only good speaker here, has called out 3 times, and you've all been like, so this anger, Cyrell, where do you think that's coming from? It's coming from the fact you can see someone cheating. The one I most want to put in the freezer is Silent Woman number 2. She's the slightly older lady who sits in the middle. Yep, she speaks once every 4 weeks, and she's never said anything valuable. I actually don't understand her purpose in life, other than to wear leather trousers, which are 5 years too young for her. I don't want to shame her, but they're just beautiful, but they're too young. And I don't see the purpose. I think sack them all, sue them for malpractice, put them in the freezer, replace them all with Cyrell.
Fabulous. I actually am inclined to agree with a lot of what you've said. One of the things that really has also upset me about the experts, sorry if you've not seen the show, sorry, because it is amazing.
I'm sorry you've not seen the show because you've wasted your life.
You should see the show.
Absolutely. I don't like how the experts will literally watch the emotional abuse going on. Like there's gaslighting happening.
Thank you.
When fucking Heidi,
Susie.
Gaslighting and emotional abuse. When Heidi was like, and I was homeless and living on the streets, and I've really built myself up, and her husband was like, what am I, a bloody therapist? And then after
Get
that,
to the end of the story.
Yeah, after that, then he was like, you were overreacting. And then every time now that Heidi goes to the therapist with like the experts, whatever they're called, with legitimate concerns, they're all like, why do you think you overact so much, Heidi? When she's just reacting at a normal level.
She's not overreacting, she's reacting the right amount. He went out to get dinner for her and him. Her place was closed, so he didn't bring her back any dinner.
You just
How is that? That is perfectly coercion and control. He has the power, he has the resources, and he brought her back nothing. And then he was like, why blow up about it? I'm only starving.
Yeah, why do you think she was so oversensitive about not having any dinner? Like, why do we think that was? Yeah, well, I mean, that's really her fault, and she needs to look at herself for that. Why was her place closed? Did she know it was closed?
My friend always goes, what you have to remember with this show, Erin, is it's edited. It's very highly edited. And my response to that is, this show is 41 hours long. What can they possibly be taking out? It's so long.
It is so long.
I agree. So I'm loving that nomination. First nomination. The experts on Married at First Sight Australia. I have a real personal stake in that game because it's all I have now. So I love that nomination. Sarah, who are you going to nominate for the freezer, my darling?
Yeah, I think you're probably going to change your mind of who you want to back with this. I'm putting Pizza Express in the freezer.
Oh,
fuck them. Yeah, like them and their free pizzas, and they're basically ruining our self-esteem this week. I would like to put Pizza Express in the freezer.
I'm slightly worried there, though, Sarah. I'm slightly worried that you might be taking an expert point on this. Like, you're blaming Pizza Express. I think Pizza Express are Heidi. And actually, it's that doofus that for no reason was like, nah, I'm not into it. I'm sorry. Carly looks too much like she's from the 80s right now. I'm not going to go for it. Like,
I didn't feel for somebody. Want to feel the heat with somebody.
I didn't mean pizza with somebody. I think it's 100% that guy defo needs to go in the freezer.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah, I do remember his name as well, but I don't know if I should say it.
In defense of Sarah's nomination, though, I was actually contacted by another one of the girls who was one of the face of Pizza Express. She actually has a really great Instagram food blog. She's wonderful. And they did the same to her. And she said that she was crying and all her confidence had been knocked out. So let's boycott Pizza Express. Kev, I'm sorry I made jokes about you, you and your lonely hands. I really appreciate that you're sending me money for a Domino's. And I actually think that you should all donate to the show. And we
Don't feed the beast. Yeah. I agree with you, actually, because I do not like the way Pizza Express put your photo up, change the narrative just to try and sell a few more dough balls. That's just, come on now.
They haven't even made themselves. You've got to cook it and do everything yourself. I mean, come on.
No one gets a pizza that they want to make themselves. If you want to make something yourself, you'll make a sandwich. Do you know what I mean? Like, this isn't the place we're at.
Yeah, I had to make toast anyway. Ridiculous. So so we'll let the audience decide who they want, whether they want the experts in the freezer or Pizza Express in the freezer. Yeah, there we go.
Absolutely. Please vote in the comments box of whatever platform you're watching on if you would like to vote for expert from Married at First Sight Australia or Pizza Express. While we are calculating the votes, I don't know if we've had any people asking for love readings or cards to be drawn.
Who wants a love card?
Who wants a love card? Jose.
Charlie.
Now, Aaron, you went to know this. Jose asks for Sarah to draw his cards, and I don't know if this is pity because of the Express saga, or if Jose Cabral de Sampiao is a fickle gentleman.
I think it's because I wasn't the face of Pizza Express, so I'm just significantly not attractive to any men anymore. I think that's it. I think that's what's happening.
I understand if that's
on every level now. Yeah, every level now.
I understand if that's the case, because unless you are the face of Pizza Express, what even are you?
Well, I've got nothing. I have nothing now. Yeah.
Oh man, we were laughing so much about it, weren't we, Sarah? When I was first the face of Pizza Express, I met for a walk in the park, and upon my arrival, Sarah just hysterically laughed for 5 minutes, and it was amazing. So anyway, Jose
stood up and went, "It's the face of Pizza Express!" and really loudly, and everyone was looking. And Carly was like,
dying and laughing. Jose, I'm going to draw you a card. I'm going to do. You haven't asked for it, but I'm going to draw you a love card. So whether you're in a relationship or not, then we'll see what the advice is. Oh, okay. Jose, you have got the 7 of Wands, which is very interesting because when I did a full love reading earlier today, I also got this card. This card is about being in a defensive position. It's about being defensive, maybe not able to sort of go forward and open up with your feelings. It's about holding back. It's about doing that thing where you protect your heart at the expense of potential future happiness with someone. And I really relate to this a lot. So if you are single, Jose, this card is urging you to get out there. And if you can't, it's asking you to work on yourself until you're in a position that you can stop having that sort of defensiveness. And if you are in a relationship, it's maybe indicating that you're holding part of you back from it, and that's something that you should work on being able to share with your partner. Sarah or Aaron, do you have any advice for Jose?
I'll let Aaron go.
I'd say, yeah, get out there. Like, so looking at the card, that guy looks like a ride, and also he's outdoors, so maybe visit a park. But when you're going into a park, you have to have, if you want to talk to someone, you need to have a reason. So go there and then just pretend you've dropped your debit card. Sort of approach people from a 2-meter distance and be like, excuse me, have you seen a debit card? It's a Lloyd's bank card. And just, you know, that's a way to approach women or men. Both are good at finding debit cards. That's my advice.
Yeah.
Now, if I ever lose my debit card and I'm trying to find it, people are going to be like, well, here he is trying to chat me up again.
Oh, twitching in his games.
Right?
I love that.
Why am I single?
Do you have anything you want to add, Sarah, my love?
No, it's all good. I just think, because again, it was something that came up because I did Carly's love reading earlier, and it was just a real sort of defensive card of also having that approach to love that is a bit of a battle rather than something that just happens organically and is to be enjoyed, that you just see it as something that you can't quite make sense. Lady single. Okay, I don't know if he's calling you lady single.
No, he's saying he's single. It's the second thought, isn't it? Makes sense, lady. Single.
Yeah. No, I was just joking, but that
Although that's a great title for an Edinburgh show. Lady single. She's holding a martini glass, hand in the air.
You're like big sort of restoration wig.
I love it.
Sarah, would you like to do the reading for Stephen Geary?
Yes, I will do a love card for Stephen. No problem at all. Here we go. Let's see what we've got.
I'm going to find a debit card.
Oh, El Diablo. So the devil card. So this is actually something that I used to get quite a lot, and luckily I don't really get anymore. So the devil card is like your shadow self, but it can be in regards to like addiction. So if you actually drink too much or things like that. But because I've done this in regards to love, I would say that maybe you've got a little bit of addiction when it comes to love. Maybe you can obsess about one person in particular, or you feel like you get attached really quickly without actually getting to know someone and actually let it develop organically. So I would say that it's a lot of attachment here, and maybe sort of letting some insecurities do some work, because when it comes to your shadow self, it could be that you're focusing more on that, and maybe you're using a partner as a way of fulfilling things that you feel are quite empty about yourself. So I would use as advice in a card is try and formulate something that is a bit more stable, and it isn't because you become obsessed about someone, but because you genuinely want to get to know them rather than being addicted to them.
Yeah, it's like a codependency card.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, because they're like bound to the devil, as you can see, in their whips and chains and, you know, lust and things.
Yeah, it can be like a toxic relationships, codependency. So if you are if you're single, it could maybe represent like dating app addiction, sex addiction, or kind of like hanging on to like a toxic relationship from the past in your mind. And if you are in a relationship, it's just saying, remember, you're two individual people. You're not the same person.
You're not bound together.
You're not bound to, exactly. You're not bound to one another. Aaron, do you have anything you'd like to add to that, my love?
Yes, I often think that the devil card is very much representative of the devil emoji and overusing it. Like either you're receiving it too much, and I don't think that's very healthy in the beginning of a relationship, so it's just too physical, or you're using it too much. So I just swap it out. Go for the monkey covering its face more, or go for the hey girl, hey one. Like that's a big favorite of mine. I also like that, oh girl, she's a good one.
I love that girl.
She's my fave. So maybe just like change up your pattern a little bit, you know, like maybe you'll find new ways. Less devil emoji.
I actually do agree with that in terms of relation to the card, because the devil is a very sexual card at the expense of like forming better relationships. So actually, Aaron is
You've got it. I've got it.
Fabulous. Do we have any more for any more, Jim? Sabrina, I'm going through an inner spiritual journey, wondering when it's going to end.
I'll let you take that one then, Carly.
Okay.
Off you go.
I'm not very good at predicting timelines for when it's going to end. It's going to end in June, but I can give you some advice on maybe what you need to do to get towards the completion of your journey. So I'll just give you a shuffle and then I'll cut the deck for you. So here we go. Okay, this is perfect. You've got the death card. So death is often relating to a transformation, a metamorphosis, something having to end so that something new can be born out of it. You can see on the card, death is walking along with this horse. No one is safe. You've got dead people on the floor, children, bishops, no one. Basically,
straight over.
No one. Yeah, he's just walking over a dead king there. But in the background, you can see the sun is rising between two towers, and this is symbolic of transformation. What this is saying is your spiritual journey is going to end when you have done the necessary work to end this particular cycle that you are in, and when you have come through to the other side as not a completely different person, but we all have things that happen in our lives that do change us, that make us a slightly different person from the person we were before. So I would say that this is urging you to keep working at what you're doing until you start to feel a true change to either your life or your outlook. Anyone want to add to the old death card?
And especially with the death card in particular, it's because he is riding over people that are dead on the floor. It is the kind of thing that is happening whether you want it to or not. So you can't stop this. So it is going to come to an end, and it will be when, as Carly said, it is when the time is right. There's nothing that you can do about it, and you just have to bide it through. You just have to work it through. You can't force it. But it is coming, whether you want it or not.
There we go.
I would answer that. Yes. I would say, if you are riding over people, dead or alive, it's nice to apologise as you do it. And I like the advice, it will be over when you're done. It'll be over when it's done and when you're ready. But if you are looking to choose a date, I'd suggest April 25th, because it's not too hot, it's not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
That's Miss Congeniality. I love it. Love it.
I'm so on brand.
On brand.
Love it. We've had Legally Blonde, Miss Congeniality, all of the films that make me feel comfortable and safe. That's basically what this is.
So good.
Oh man, I love that. Oh, I love that. Oh, thank you, Rhode Island. Right. Anyone for any more? Sarah.
What shall I do?
Maybe Sarah. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong.
It could be Sarah or Sarah. Yeah, that's true.
Sarah, sorry.
Right. So I'm going to do a love one then, I guess.
Why not? Fuck it. It's Valentine's Day, and we're having a Galentine's party.
Sarah. So the King of Wands, so again, as we obviously say quite a lot, is when it comes to this, so this could be either a potential partner, or it could be someone that you are genuinely with. So it's whether you're in a relationship or you are single. And with the court cards, is it could be personality traits of the person that you're in a relationship with, or it could be you. I am inclined to believe that as I pulled this card for a relationship thing, this is someone that you're interested in, or the guy that would be suitable for you if you are interested in men, obviously. You can call me what you want. Sarah is then, fellow Sarah. So with the King of Wands, what I quite like about this one is this is someone who is very much a lot of authority and a lot of leadership, but not really someone that kind of delegates. It's sort of someone that is very strong. Kings obviously are quite mature. Sorry, I thought she was saying something else then. Quite mature, but someone who sort of isn't really someone that takes through an idea on their own. It's someone that is quite happy to sort of be like, this is the idea, and then someone else has to carry it through. But it is someone that is very authoritative, very leadership, very sort of masculine. So it is, if that is someone that you are interested in, then I'd say this is someone that was quite suitable for you in your life, that would actually bring some benefit, whether it's in a relationship with the person that you're currently with, or you're single and this is someone that you would like to look for.
Yes, wonderful. He's a
fiery Aaron, if you would like to. I mean, he has a giant wand, which is always wonderful.
Giant wand and big salamander.
I actually think there's no praise in having a giant wand. Like, what? You did nothing to get the giant wand. Why are you so proud? At the expense of what have you become proud of that? Be proud of other things about yourself. What I would say about the King of Wands is, okay, he's got a great wand, but what is he doing with it? What is he like outside of his kingdom? How does he teach his subjects? What are you doing outside of that? We've got to stop praising wands There are
Yeah,
wands
I
on every
agree with
street
you.
corner, guys. You can get another wand. I mean, I can't.
Any more wands in the sea?
Like,
No,
if you want a wand, you can get a wand.
And they all think their wands are made of solid gold, these men with the big wands, and they think you should be grateful to even be in the same room as their wand.
Yeah.
And just know you don't have to feel gratitude for anything apart from the kind treatment of the personality of the person with the big golden wand. So don't worry about that. Sarah. It'll be fine. Yeah, snaps for that.
Anyone else?
Anyone else? Katie Ann.
Katie Ann.
I'll draw you a card, Katie Ann. Getting a relationship reading whether you like it or not, because that's the vibe.
I love a double first name. You don't get enough of them. Katie Ann, it works, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay. Katie Ann.
We've got very American with it. I think that was, I don't know why.
Oh no, what's the card?
I don't want to show this one. Shall I do it?
Yeah.
She's asked.
Okay. Katie Ann, you've got the Three of Swords.
Honey.
Not the ideal card to come up on Valentine's Day. This is typically known as the heartbreak card. It's the card where it's where you're giving yourself a lot of self-talk in your head about being heartbroken, about something painful ending. And it's a card in relationships. Either it's saying that a particular cycle in the relationship you're already in is coming to an end and you're grieving it. Or it could be that you're just not ready to move on from a past heartbreak. If you're single, you need to deal with this shit. This is when this card comes up. It's just giving you a little warning, like, Katie, look at me, look at your shit that's going on, deal with it. It could be, if you're thinking like, I'm fine, I'm ready to date. This is the card that comes up when you say that, but then you cry on the date and then call your ex-boyfriend really drunk and try and fuck him. So
not that we've done that.
Yeah. And if you are in a relationship, I feel like you're maybe grieving some part of the relationship that maybe used to be or was lost, and you still need to deal with that. So it's all about communication. So you need to communicate with your partner if you have one, and communicate effectively with yourself if you are single. Anyone for any more? I feel really bad drawing that for you on Valentine's Day.
Well, I think you delivered that beautifully. I think you really put a nice positive spin on that.
And also with that card, it is about saying that you need to feel these feelings. You actually have to go through the process of the heartbreak and the loss and the pure grief. Because then once it's out and once it's dealt with, then you can move on. So it actually is still quite a positive card. It's just saying, honey, you got to feel the feels. You got to go through and do that work. And then when you come out the other side, things are going to get so much better. You've just got to go through it.
And I would say, like, what a beautiful, powerful position to be in. Because, whenever you read these stories of women who've become really successful or women who've gone on to go really well, and they're always like, where did this start? It always starts with, I was in a real low point in my life. I've just gone through a big breakup. Like, this is your moment, Katie Ann. Like, this is the moment. And then a few years' time, you'll be like, oh, my God, look at me. I'm a multimillionaire. I've got this big-ass house. I have ponies for days. Like, embrace it. Put on some Celine Dion. Listen to it through. Have your Adele 25 moment. Go for it, Katie.
Basically, you're going to be Oprah. You're going to be Oprah.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous of you. You're going to be Oprah.
Oprah. Congrats. I know. None of us saw it coming, Katie Ann, but many congrats. Kev, my lovely benefactor, would like a card. Sarah, do you fancy drawing a card for Kev? Because I feel like I may have been.
No worries.
And we've drawn the debit card. Here is my PayPal details.
So we got the death card again. So obviously Carly already explained what that was, so I'll just briefly summarize. So this is in regards to, as we're doing a love reading. So this is in regards to you actually going through quite a bit of change at the moment. So some sort of endings and also therefore beginnings. But again, as I mentioned earlier, this guy is riding over these dead bodies and change is coming whether you want it to or not. So this is a sign that something is coming to an end. There's nothing, unfortunately, that you can do about it. But I always love this card. It's one of my favorite cards because I do always feel that change is inevitable and it's always for the better. Change is good. You need to go through that process. So this is coming and it might be something you're going through at the moment, but it is a positive card. And this is like a major arcana. So it's a message from the universe that change is coming and it's going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, when Kerry Katona left Atomic Kitten, everyone was like, this is really bad, it's over. And then Jenny Frost came in and they went on to have more #1s than they'd ever had. So embrace it, Kev. This is a good moment for you.
Yeah, find your Atomic Kitten. Yeah. But any more?
Any more for any more, Jim? Penfold UK 001. Can Carly draw me a card, please? Need all the help I can get. Oh, darling. Well, I better do this for you. Wow. Oh, God, I feel the pressure now. Needs all the help he or she can get. He, she, or they.
He, she, or they.
He, she, or they. Oh, interesting. You have also got
Oh,
Priestess. In case you missed her earlier on in the show, this card, first of all, is telling you to follow your intuition. If you need all the help you can get, like, yeah, reach out for help. But like, you already know. It's like when I like go to my friends, I'm like, oh my God, should I do this or this? And I already know what I want them to say because in the back of my mind, it's right there. In terms of a love reading, you're looking for someone with a very strong sexual attraction. Remember, opposites attract. We've got the duality, we've got the triple moon there, light and dark, the moon's sort of shrinking and growing, and it's that sort of that idea of duality. So you're looking for someone who is not like you. If you are single, that's what you're looking for. If you're in a relationship, then get it on. Get the banging started, because there's a very strong sexual connotation. And as we mentioned before, this could be to do with secrecy around a relationship. So it might be someone you can't see going out with because you're at work. Maybe one of you's married. I mean, you do you, no judgment here. So I hope that's made sense to you. I hope that helps. But trust your intuition is what she always pops up to tell you. She's the moon goddess. She's the divine feminine. She's saying, we've all got that within ourselves. She's saying, you've got this. You already know the answer to the problems that you're having. Yeah. Anyone want to add any more?
No.
I mean, I will pass judgment. Don't sleep with married co-workers. Don't sleep with married friends. Don't sleep with married anyone. If they haven't got the decency to tell their partner, don't sleep with them.
Yeah,
don't sleep with them.
That's good advice. Yeah, that's good advice. Don't sleep with married co-workers.
Sarah, do you want to draw a card for my sister?
Yeah, sure. Happy to. Do you want? Right. I mean, we're doing loved ones. So, Lucy, I know I've never met you, but I'm about to.
Lucy, for context, Lucy is currently single. Sorry, Lucy.
Okay.
To blurt that out, I wasn't shaming you for it. I was, in fact, advertising.
Oh. So King of Cups. So the King of Cups, obviously an older, mature man, but obviously when it comes to cups, it's like thoughts and feelings, and cups actually signify love as well. But as you can see, this is a very emotionally stable man. So what I would take from this is that if you're looking for a partner or a future partner, what you should be looking for is someone that is older, more mature, in touch with their feelings, but emotionally stable. Because you can see in the card, the guy is like literally on a plank, but he's on an undercurrent of real sort of like waves and turbulence and things like that. But he's still keeping himself really solid. So in sort of any kind of trouble or anything that the universe throws at you, this man is really mature enough and emotionally stable enough to handle it. So this is the kind of partner that you should be going for.
I agree. Also, just for a little bit of extra context, once again, he could represent a water sign, which is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, I believe. I'm trying my best to remember this.
No idea.
Also, and I think Aquarius is air, but I'm not sure. Jim will pop it up on the screen as he always does with his amazing work.
Go on, Jim.
Also, often this guy is a dad. Sometimes when this comes up describing a person, this guy is a dad, and I know my sister has children, so maybe a single dad could be exactly what you're looking for. Yes. Sexy single dad.
Practical advice, then. I would say practical advice. Why don't you take it a bit more literally? Go shopping for cups. It's very hard to do anything right now, but Asda's is open. So go to the Biz Asda. They've got a lovely range. Buy yourself some new cups. Maybe you'll meet them there. If you don't, move on down to the children's clothing section and look for the single dads.
Just hang around looking for dads.
And if you need a conversation starter, yeah, exactly. Go with the credit card line.
Go with the credit card. Fabulous. Well, there we go. You can drop your credit card, and then, as Elle would advise, you can do the bend and snap. So that's wonderful. With me, maybe they had a giant pussy cat. Oh, Sarah or Sarah.
Sarah or Sarah, go to Pets at Home. Go to Pets at Home and drop your credit card. Actually drop it, and then it'll get handed in, and then they'll call you, and there is a meet cute. Create your own meet cute.
There we go. But if you are interested in women, when we say, it's usually a man, all of these cards have a duality. So, knights can represent masculine women, and queens can represent feminine men, as we all know, because we all love Drag Race UK. Am I right?
Yes.
Jose wants to know if Sarah is single.
Yes, I am, Jose. And you sound like my type. So, yeah, DM me.
Take a picture expression. Oh my God, this is happening.
We're
Jose.
boycotting Pizza Express though, so you're going Domino's.
Yeah, I mean, we are boycotting Pizza Express, Jose. So I think we're gonna have to go on our first date somewhere else. Definitely not to IKEA. Although I am from Croydon, that's not something that I would wish to get. Cool, great. Okay, so yeah, Jose, I'm single. Cool.
This is so funny. Jose, get into Sarah's DMs. Okay, Jim. He read my mind.
No!
Do you
I'm
know?
outraged. I'm honestly outraged.
Sorry,
I think
Aaron.
not enough people watch the show. Watch Married at First Sight
Yeah.
because they're mental. It took Sarah a while to get on board, and she only did because I wouldn't talk about anything else. It was becoming
Nothing
difficult.
else on our walks. Nothing else. And now I'm 26 episodes in, absolutely obsessed. And yeah, and it took my mind off all the Pizza Express drama this week, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's fair. I think Pizza Express have been more of a, well, I think the experts have been more of a direct evil to women, but I admit Pizza Express are more current. They are doing this, whereas we're watching Married at First Sight is 4 years old. So
I agree. And also Pizza Express directly made me feel like I was ugly.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they're in the freezer. My
Same.
dog Indy has joined us right for the end. Say hello. There he is, little baby, so cute. Aaron, I just want to say you have been an amazing. Oh wow, Stephen Geary and my sister. What the fuck? This is becoming quite odd.
This is
how old?
Kev, sending Kev hugs as well. On a genuine note, Kev, where I'm not just being a twat because I'm hosting my live stream. Thank you. That was really generous of you to buy me a pizza. I promise I will send it off for a pizza at the weekend maybe, and I'll pop it up on my Instagram where I know you follow me. So you'll
Jim, you always get hugs. Jim always has virtual hugs. All virtual hugs.
Lovely.
So Aaron, before we go, first I just want to say thank you. You've been amazing. I feel like you are making cultural references that I can finally actually know.
I like to stay on brand, Carl.
News, and I'm like, what about the bedroom? So I really appreciate having you here. Would you like to plug anything? Where can people find you? What are you up to? Please, this is your time to steal our viewers.
Can jump me on my socials that have been running along the bottom. If you enjoy the cultural references, you can listen to my girl band podcast where we deep dive the solo careers of the Spice Girls and the Sugar Babes so far. And I'm also on, and I really make it political. It's so bad. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I have the #1 Spice Girls podcast in the world. Who knew there was more than one?
Wow.
And I'm also a part of Board Game Smackdown, which is running for the next few weeks, which I know is also on Joke Pit. So yes, you can check that. You can check that out.
Sarah, would you like to plug anything?
Yeah, just myself as per usual. My stuff's going to be rolling along the bottom there. You know, if anyone wants to slide into my DMs, that's where you find me. That's where I am.
You can slide into Sarah's DMs. You can see it scrolling on the bottom. If I was close, definitely I'll serve.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Because everyone's locked in their houses, so it's all
we can't actually meet anyway.
Did it all get down?
I don't know where you're watching from, Jose, but that's really sad.
Spain. Jose's going to be Spain, isn't he?
Yeah, you reckon Spain? I mean, but it could be. There are lots of places.
Or Brazilian, Mexico,
America, Portugal. Sarah is open to any of it, Jose.
You're an international babe now.
Yeah, she likes a hot piece of foreign ass.
I really do.
Not that we're objectifying him. He's also an intelligent and a person. It's not just about the hot ass, but it helps.
It does help.
Partially about his hot ass. I'm going to plug this show that's going to be back on Sunday next week. We are joined by Jade Adams, and we are going to be doing tarot and just chatting crap. We would love if you could join us. It would make our little weeks. So we're going to say a big thank you to Aaron. Aaron, thank you so much.
I had so much fun. I'm going to go look out for my King of Swords and my High Priestess.
Yes. King of Swords.
Yeah, baby. I love that. Well, have a great week, everybody, and we will see you on Sunday. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Tarot Nice to Meet You, which is produced by Comedy Hotspot. See you next Sunday at 7 p.m.